Hey there, Russell Beste here, former candidate, U.S. Senate, Vermont. It's been a while since I've been online and just trying to catch up. Here to talk tonight about Bernie, my friend Bernie Sanders. This is from us in the Senate race this year. And then also Donald Trump. Seems like they're two most likely candidates to prevail. Both really interesting characters. They're both Kardashians. They both prosper by saying and doing crazy things. And the more crazy, the more press they get. And so that's kind of propelled them to the top. Unfortunately, they're also extremely divisive and opinionated people. And honestly, I don't really respect that much. I think they could do a much better job trying to reach out to unite all Americans instead of just dividing us. I think that's really poor leadership on both of their parts. Um, in regards to Bernie, I respect his fighting for the little guy. I respect how committed he is to his career. He's always out on the trail. He's always working hard. Seems to have a ton of energy despite his age. And so, I wish him the best of luck. I will say, like I said, I like that he fights for the little guy, and I think that's important. But I think his his democratic socialism is very, very flawed. I can tell you in Vermont, we've lost, the economy's really suffered here greatly over the past few decades under Bernie leadership. He's basically chased out most corporations from here, and most well-paying jobs in Vermont are government jobs here. There's very few well-paying private sector jobs. So that's hurt the state substantially. Our schools are shrunk 30% in the last 20 years or so. And the monies owed by individuals in Vermont is quite remarkable. I think it's on the order of probably 7 to 10,000 per man, woman, child, just to cover all the pension commitments we have here in Vermont. So real troubles from Bernie from that perspective. He's making a big mistake by not acknowledging capitalism. With capitalism, it drives profits, it drives success, and it's a good thing. It's what made America great, and it'd be great if he started supporting that more. So that's unfortunate for Bernie in that respect. Other than that, our taxes are quite high here too. So he's really hurt us in that regard. We pay about on property tax about 2.5% of value, which is about the highest in the country. Anyway, yeah, he's a fighter. I do like that, and so I hope he opens up and becomes more of a democratic capitalist. I think by focusing more on capitalism, he could really unite the whole party and also take away the sting from Donald Trump. Many of the Donald Trump supporters are not so much Trump supporters as they are anti-democratic socialism, and I can't blame him for that. So Bernie's really driving us away in that respect. In regards to Donald Trump, I really admire him in many respects. I like how candid he is. I like how open he is in terms of expressing his opinions. I like the strength he shows. I like what he's done for the economy. Although truthfully, I will say in the economy, he's juiced it up a lot with all the the low interest rates. And unfortunately, that's benefited people like me who are successful and have well-paying jobs. And so that's been great for me. But I do know it's hurting a lot of other people who are savers, who are getting older, that sort of thing, in which the inevitable inflation from juicing up the economy is only going to hurt them. So I think that's a bad thing too. So, but yeah, overall, I think he's done a good job from that perspective. The one thing that drives me crazy with him is, well, two things. One, I do not appreciate his lying. He lies repeatedly. That is just simply wrong. Just man up, Donald, Mr. Trump, my president, and speak the truth, okay? You don't need to lie to get your point across. That's just weak. That's very weak and pathetic. And the other thing that really bothers me more is his demand for loyalty. We are the people. It's we, the people, the president is loyal to. I expect Donald Trump to be completely and utterly loyal to me, to you, and every other U.S. citizen here, whether he agrees with them or not. It's absolute BS that he actually does this and starts to, challenge people as being disloyal. We don't owe you, Donald, anything in terms of loyalty. And so for that reason alone, it's very unlikely I would vote for him. So anyway, that's where I am with both those parties. There's long ways to go for both of them. I'm hopeful that they will both kind of come more to the center and kind of gravitate to be better people overall and stop dividing us. The last thing is I would just say in regards to our economy in general, it's been tough. It's, the internet has really wiped out a lot of jobs in America and upended all of America. And we have to give new jobs to people. And we can. For example, Bernie talks about, oh, we're going to go help everyone by paying off their student debt, their student loans that total and sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's ridiculous. What he should do is lower cost of education. That's what capitalism does. The capitalism answer is lower the cost and make it more competitive. Whereas the socialism answer is just give everyone money. And that's a bad answer for Bernie. And so I really hope he comes around and embraces capitalism, because when it's managed right, it's a good thing. Anyway, Russell Beste here. I wish them both luck, and I hope both of them come more kind of to the center and become more positive and stop dividing us. We need uniters, not divider. Anyway, thanks very much for listening. Best of luck to both of them.